All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
26-yard line.
Oh, let's see what trouble we can get into real quick. Excuse me. Goddamn.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
50. Check Mike 50.
Hey, here we go. He's coming. Fire.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Here we go, see?
Here's the 2nd and 7. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Wow.
And that
was a horrid pass.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A field flipper there, a
Motherfucker, you got Lamar Jackson running your
loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
No, you don't. What Jackson is that?
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Switch right. Switch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
Goddamn. Switch up coverage much? Goddamn.
You're mine. What's up?
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead,
how many fucking hot routes can you call, bro? Goddamn.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Exit. Watch the slant. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Shotgun now for Carr. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, what? Did you see the ball move? Come on.
For the team that lost it to get
Did you see the ball move?
Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
29. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 25.
Jesus Christ, bro. Can you fucking chill on the fucking hot route? Like,
throwing on second
how
and
many
long.
do you actually need?
Carr, flush to his right.
Yeah, there we go. That
Ball
should have
batted
been
in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
No.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
Of course.
And he will have a first down here, but I have a
Because
feeling
I can't
it's
get
not going to be
anything,
for
right?
long.
Sure.
They're already walking backwards.
That's it, baby.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 3rd down, Clifford drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Wow.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. Recon.
He's not the same player that he was.
Crunch time, defense.
What the
Check
fuck?
13. Check 13.
What playbook is
Hey,
this?
team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
2nd and 11. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
On the set.
Mike 55, Mike 55. 1, 2, 3. Sponge!
General West.
No. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Hey, Delta.
Safety's creeping.
Ready.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Look. Squeeze.
Twins.
Shoot.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Check three. Wide.
On 2nd and 12, Carr looking deep for Jennings.
Yeah, thank
Into
you.
a double team, and it's intercepted.
Cute little play, but it's not going to work.
Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run, and you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Bristone travel. Hey, Echo.
Go. Pick the edge. Go. Check.
Looking to throw. Clifford out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
He's got the lane, and there he goes.
You're not a good player, dude. This game is just so tailored towards you. It pisses me off so much.
Philip Lindsay hitting
I
double
guess I should have
digits
had a
with
better
his
user.
10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Giants 7. Ryan Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What's up?
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's our field.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Mike
60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, D. Check nickel.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50. Watch the curls.
Big river.
To throw on second down, Clifford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
In your face.
2nd and 6.
Are you fucking kidding me,
Nowhere
man?
to
Throw the
escape,
fucking
and he goes down.
Jeez.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Ooh, I like this.
Protein spill.
And bring it. Mike 5'5", Mike 55, Mike 5.
Yes.
Cut.
Ready.
From the gun, Clifford.
Bring it.
Wow, dude.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Really? That's one? Come on now.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Kill.
Topper!
Running from the shotgun with Dre.
Dude, what are
And he'll
these
be
animations?
tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Rush in.
Now Carr, eluding the pressure right.
Wow.
And he hits Drake.
Nice. He's got that little fucking
And they'll wind up getting this one
cheese
all
sit
the
when you
way
take control of
down
the receiver.
inside the 20.
Word.
A big pickup of 38.
You're ugly, my guy.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A final shot before break. Clifford, that's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half,
this
and
fucking
we've got the
game.
football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 23 yards the pickup there.
For a Giants first down. First
Down.
and 10 at the
56 is
40-yard line.
180. We're good. Blue 80. We're due. That's it.
Carr now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Easy. Kill. Raider 1.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Watch 98. Watch 98.
From midfield, here's Carr. They got him in. It's Woods. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him.
So what we're saying is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's
8 ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
We own them.
6-18. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58. Let's get it together.
From the gun, it's Carr. Flushed out right.
Oh, that should have been
And
fucking picked,
incomplete. He
dude.
tried
You
to
are
leave
such
it
a bad
underneath,
player.
nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Pissed
Appeared
me
to me
off
he was
so
just trying
much
to
when
find
he
an
beat me
open
last time.
receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy
Across the
downfield.
body, all the way
his
across
back.
the field, and you're throwing
Unable to
blind.
connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
93. 93.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll get this to
Are you
Phillip
not going to give
Lindsay
me a
complete.
fumble?
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two
This
short,
game
and
is
it's
hilarious.
4th down.
Sure, dude. I don't give a fuck. You can do whatever the hell you want.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Sock, baby. That's baby sock. Check it.
They're going with Lindsay.
I'm so fucking...
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a carry for Lindsay. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 16.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
36, 36.
Raider 2. Hey, Haywood.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Tack.
White.
Safe.
Express. That's it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, we got tight right.
We got
Move.
3, fellas. We got 3.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Clifford.
Oh my fuck, man. What the fuck
almost
is this
intercepted
game?
They
What?
haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first.
This
And it's third down now.
so broken, man. I
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
64. Weak.
Watch QB drop. Switch.
Hey.
Check. Crunch.
Check 3. Check.
On the ground, this is Kamara.
Okay,
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillandale as he's on to punt for Washington. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
motherfucker, man.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Let's get it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Hey, check 24.
White Monday. 6:37. Bring it on.
Now Carr.
That's wide open.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Giants on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Bravo. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Danny. Heavy. Alert flare. Alert flare.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
A 10th carry for Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Blue draw corkers. Buzz.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Exit.
Whoa,
That one
what
got
the
tipped,
fuck?
kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing
This
3 yards in a
quarterback
cloud of
is
dust
fucking
football anymore.
ass,
I
dude.
kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check the backer.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. 25, check 25.
Hey, alert 3. Watch the shift. Hey, watch.
Fan.
Joker.
Ready?
Kamara trying again. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on, D. 93. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Hey, D-line.
Raider 2.
Hey. High 7.
What's up?
From the gun, Carr. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Yeah, baby.
Always laugh when
20
people say,
hot
what's the
routes.
toughest route to
When he throws
defend?
red.
And I'm like,
Come
any
on,
of
bro.
them. Especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
2-minute warning. Let's go.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
All day, baby.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
198.
They'll go again with Lindsey.
Are you fucking kidding me? How is that a face mask, man? Come on.
And he may get a few more tacked
I'm gonna
on
make you
for
earn
good
this
measure.
15 yards, bro. And they just fucking whatever.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake.
Funny
on
as
4th
shit when your
down.
2-minute offense is literally being carried by your running game.
Motion. 58's the mic.
Another run by Lindsey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
29. Hey, Zoo. 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Right here.
58, right over there. Yeah, 58, right
He's
there.
back to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Carr now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
180. We're good. 280. Me and you. It's just me and you. 734.
Back to throw.
Oh, that should have been a fucking pick, and you know it. God
Giants going
damn,
to go ahead
man.
and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
You're trash. Check 50.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14
Gotta get a
seconds to
touchdown
go
here, and
in
it's
the
gotta
game.
be through the air because I'm not letting you run it on me again.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Better bring it.
694.
Better bring it.
56, the mic, boys. 56.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Carr going to go on 4th down.
Nice.
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Gano for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Jesus fucking Christ. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Second and 4. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They
Holy
control
fuck,
their
I'm
own
lagging.
destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously,
Are you
a
guys
touchdown
fucking
would win it.
kidding me?
And I
Come
think
on
teams
now.
around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
You got it!
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Big stop, let's go!
Check 37. Check 37.
Hey, watch it!
Easy, kill.
Tight dog. Hey, orbit. Tighten up.
First throw of overtime for Carr.
Nice.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's hit it.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm here all day.
Hey, Echo.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Clifford. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Kamara.
Check.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen.
Shit. Go.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Charlie.
Dudes.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Hey, check. General West. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back.
What that? Be careful.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight end left. We got four.
Now.
From the gun, Clifford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Oh my fuck, man. Are you actually kidding me? I'm so done. You, no.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
That is the stupidest fucking piece of shit of it. Nah, fuck that. I kick the field goal right now if I'm you. Don't let the time run out.
Pick it up. Check.
Don't let me pick it off.
734.
So I fucking will.
You're mine. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Hey, wahoo! After you. Watch 98.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr.
Are you
Completes it to
kidding me?
Jennings.
That should have been an interception.
Now the timeout comes here. And the
That needs to be a fucking interception right there. There's no reason he's not playing that better.
At long last for a potential game winner. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
Down. The mic. 56. 180. 180. We're good. 280. Watch twist.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsay.
Yeah.
Now the offensive part, their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around, so that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us. We came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. End up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man. So that'll do